Once upon a time, there was a fat orange cat named Mr. Whiskers.
Hey, that's me.
Mr. Whiskers was the pride and joy of his owner, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. They worshipped and pampered him with everything they had. Mr. Whiskers, however, was not satisfied with being a pet. He wanted more.
I want it all.
One day, Mr. Whiskers overheard Mrs. Jones talking about their plans to go to Europe for a month.
Edna, can you believe it? We're going to be gone for a whole month.
Mr. Whiskers' eyes gleamed with evil delight. He saw this as an opportunity to take over their lives. He had always felt like a prisoner in his home, and he longed for the freedom to do whatever he wanted, including murder.
The time is now.
He studied Mr. and Mrs. Jones's routines carefully and learned their weaknesses. He observed how they left their doors unlocked and where they kept their valuables.
This really is too easy.
Finally, the time arrived when Mr. and Mrs. Jones were to leave for Europe. That night, Mr. Whiskers snuck into their bedroom while they were sleeping and with his razor-sharp claws, killed them both in their sleep. It was an easy feat, as Mr. Whiskers had been planning for weeks. Now, Mr. Whiskers was the king of the house. He had all the luxury, toys, and freedom he could ever want. He was happy, and this is how it went for some time. But one day, when Mr. Whiskers was playing with yet another ball of yarn, he realized something was missing. He missed Mr. and Mrs. Jones. He longed for their love and affection.
Out, damn Spot. Out, I say.
While his paws were in fact clean, his conscience was not. Mr. Whiskers realized his mistake, but it was too late. He had crossed a line that could never be uncrossed. He would live the rest of his life a lonely, remorseful cat. And so Mr. Whiskers spent the rest of his days regretting his actions and seeking forgiveness from the spirits of his owners. In the end, he learned the hard way that true happiness cannot be achieved through evil means. The end.